When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell. Locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection and equal opportunity provider.
Cenex Zip Trip is your local convenience store with 5 locations throughout South Dakota, offering top-tier gasoline and Cenex premium diesel fuels. Stop in for a great selection of your favorite snacks, beverages, pizza, and other hot foods. Become a Zip Trip Rewards member and save 5 cents per gallon of fuel every day. Plus, earn and redeem points for further discounts. Sign up at CenexZipTrip.com. Cenex Zip Trip is a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities. When it comes to game day, let Zip Trip fill your food and fuel needs.
Fall is here, and at Elevate Agronomics, we're ready to help you score on your operation. From winter wheat and cover crop seed to fall burn down herbicides and custom wheat seed treating, we've got your fields covered. And don't forget your cow herd. Our livestock product lineup includes products built for fall calving, weaning, and more to help keep your herd in winning shape. Stop in at our office in winter or give us a call as you make your fall plans. We are looking forward to cheering on winter this season. Go Warriors and Lady Warriors. Elevate Agronomics. Reach new heights.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Agrimax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. Agrimax, shaping the future of ag.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The Winter Advocate is the exclusive newspaper of Tripp County serving Winter, Colome, and surrounding communities. Each Wednesday, you will find the latest in state and local news, sports, job openings, classifieds, and all legal public notices. Call 605-842-1481 or stop down to their new location in the City Building at 325 South Monroe, Suite 119. Deadlines are Friday at 5 p.m. for the Advocate and noon on Fridays for the Rocket. The Winter Advocate is a proud supporter of all Winter and Colome school activities on the Live Ticket Network.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home, now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
When life gets hard and our thoughts get too much to bear, finding the resiliency within us can help us find healing. The 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline provides 24/7 free support for anyone in suicidal distress or emotional crisis. All texts and calls are anonymous and connect you to local resources that uphold cultural values and pave the way to healing. Find the strength within you. Find the strength within our culture. Reach out if you need help today.
No job is too big or small for the gang at H&O Electric in winter. Whether it's a simple task around the house, remodel, new addition, or new construction, we provide residential, commercial, and industrial heating, cooling, or electrical work in winter and the surrounding area. We handle it all. Call 605-842-1117 for service or more information on your next project, big or small. H&O Electric is your authorized dealer for Trane heating systems, too. Good luck in today's event.
H&O Electric is a proud supporter of all area student athletes and activities on Live Ticket TV.
It's a particular kind of joy when people come together. There's really nothing like it. And isn't it amazing in that magic moment how all the distance between us, all the obstacles, just disappear? Wherever, whenever, however. Connecting you to what matters most.
Hi, this is Logan from Littoss Seed, and we're excited to announce that we'll be able to offer true 0% financing on a limited number of units of corn and beans. You can lock in your corn and beans now and pay the same at delivery as cash now. With that, we have aggressively priced corn numbers that have a great track record in our area for grain and silage. This offers on a limited number of units, so act soon to lock in your 0%. We still have triticale on hand and can cover any NRCS grass project. Call Logan at 605-840-4591, 840-4591.
I want to invite you to the official release party of A Showgirl. See the exclusive world premiere of the Fate of Ophelia music video, along with behind-the-scenes footage from the music video shoot, brand new lyric videos, and stories about each song from my new album, The Life of a Showgirl. Only in theaters October 3rd through 5th.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Out here, you learn that to keep growing, you have to keep changing. CHS and the farmers and ranchers we serve know all about change. Because together, we've changed agriculture. That's why we're the largest farmer-owned cooperative in the country. So farmers own the system they count on, with advantages at every step. From innovative tools that help crops grow, to grain processing expertise, to energy solutions, we create connections to empower agriculture. Learn more at chsinc.com.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance, we know you have a lot of options, but it can be hard to find an honest, reliable auto repair shop. That's where we come in, Hometown Automotive, committed to providing our customers with honest, quality service at a reasonable price. We use years of training and experience to provide you with the best car care possible. Hometown does oil changes, tune-ups, and computer diagnostics. We sell tires, batteries, and Schaefer products. We install engines, trannies, starters, water pumps, brakes, and much more. Call us at 842-1722 and let our experience be your advantage.
Computers and More, located at 27786 311th Avenue, is obviously your computer sales and repair in winter. The More is so much other than you can imagine. We are your local outlet for Winter Warriors sports apparel. We do screen printing and embroidery for your purple and gold attire. Stop in and check out all our gear on hand for you to wear at the next game. Call us at 842-9057 and see how we can design your company logo on all types of clothing. And remember, thanks for keeping it local.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. How to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 57,000 participants here in South Dakota who take part in high school sports or activities.
Shirley's Diner is located at 142 East 2nd Street in Winters, South Dakota. Come meet Martha 1 and Martha 2 and their friendly, courteous staff. Shirley's Diner is open 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. Breakfast is served all day, and check out the Shirley's Diner Facebook page for all their daily lunch specials. All meals are made fresh and homemade every day. If you can't make it to the diner, they'll deliver. Just call 605-842-3903. Shirley's Diner serves customers from near and far and are a proud supporter of all school activities on Sports Ticket Live. It's easy to remember. There's nothing finer than Shirley's Diner.
Bank West is rooted in South Dakota. Committed to local success. Just like you. We're all connected. In South Dakota. For South Dakota. Convenient, connected, committed. Bank West.
Shop local with Burke, Gregory, and Winter Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crews at the building centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook or shop online anytime at buildingcentersd.com.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
Ask Miller & Associates in Platte, South Dakota, if auto owners make sense for you.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Meyer Ag is your trusted local Beck's seed dealer. Beck's has earned the confidence of growers across the country with proven performance and unmatched growth. But they're not stopping there. They're driven to innovate, discover, and help you succeed season after season. Stop in and talk to Trace and the team at Meyer Ag to take advantage of Beck's unbeatable reward programs for this year's seed sales. Meyer Ag, making every acre count for you.
Fentanyl is a powerful synthetic opioid, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. Even a tiny amount can be deadly. It's often mixed with other drugs without your knowledge, increasing your risk of overdose. Protect yourself and your loved ones and avoid unknown substances. Stay informed, stay safe, and remember, one pill can kill. For more information on fentanyl prevention, visit your local health resource or speak to a healthcare professional today. This message was brought to you by the Great Plains Tribal Opioid Response, so that the people may live.
Fort Randall Federal Credit Union is here for you across Southeast and Central South Dakota. As a member of your credit union, you can take advantage of many ways to manage your money. They offer many different accounts to help suit your needs with your savings. Nobody likes wasting money on high interest rates, and neither do they. At Fort Randall FCU, they have all types of loans available to help you manage your finances. With locations in Wagner and Platte, Fort Randall FCU is ready for any needs you may have.
At Dakota Behavioral Health, we offer comprehensive mental health services, including medication management. With offices in Pierre and Winter, we provide in-person and telehealth appointments to fit your schedule. Whether you're managing anxiety, depression, stress, or other concerns, our compassionate team is here to help. We are currently accepting new clients, so take the first step for better mental health today. Call Dakota Behavioral Health at 605-702-6769 or visit dakotabh.com to schedule your appointment.
honesty. We try to be honest about everything, and if there's a problem, we try to fix it. We've kept the family name going for 75 years. I think that's something to be very proud of. I'm Mike Weeman from Weeman Land and Auction out of Marion, South Dakota. And my middle name is Earl. I'm named after my grandfather. And being an auctioneer isn't all about how fast you are or how good your chant is. It's how the people appreciate your name and accept your name. He told me that once. So that's a one that I hold pretty close. He'd be proud, I think.
Check out Iverson Auto in Mitchell or Huron for great deals and top-notch service. Iverson Auto has it all. From the knowledgeable sales and finance teams to the experienced parts and service teams, plus the best detail shop in the region. Iverson Auto, 77 plus years in our community, locally owned and operated. We have always been here and always will be. Stop in for your next new or used ride or use one of our professional services at Iverson Auto in Mitchell and Huron, or browse our inventory online anytime at iversonauto.com.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Good afternoon, everybody, for the next 8 minutes, and then it'll be evening. We're at Warrior Field. Gerald Tibrick and Jody Brozick on the call for tonight's 11B tilt between the winter Warriors and the Lakota Tatanka. Gerald, let's go ahead and jump right to the keys to the game for tonight. Taking a look at this Tatanka team that's coming in. Keys to their game. It's going to be they're going to have to stay focused in a tough season. This is a team that's coming in 0-6 on the season. They've scored 1 touchdown, 6 points on the season. And in light of all of that, all you're trying to do is improve over your last performance. That's what they're going to try to do. Be a little more competitive. Do not be awestruck. Number 2, coming to Warrior Field, taking on the Warriors, the 10-time defending state champion. Just come and play football. Just execute like you do in practice. Try to do really, really good things. And as I said, execution here for the Tatanka. They just want to come out and perform. For the winter Warriors, let's go ahead and jump across. I'm going to let you take a stab at these, and then I've got some final closing words from the coaches that you'll love hearing after we go through these.
Yeah, it looks like leading off, just sustaining blocks, which again was last week's focus. And while I think there was improvement there's always room for more improvement, and that's just an every game scenario where there's a game like tonight, an opponent like tonight that I feel like they think that they're probably going to match up well against. And so if you're not going to show that kind of ability to sustain your blocks and extend those plays on a game like tonight, when are you going to do it? So definitely time for some, the linemen and even the backs to step up and show that they can definitely carry out their blocks tonight. Taking a look at the second key point, finishing drives. Again, sounds pretty similar to last week. What did we see last week? We didn't see that last week. And so that's probably anybody can figure out why that's a key point again tonight is we got to do better. We have to absolutely finish drives. Too many times last week, far too many opportunities missed because they could not finish drives. So again, just looking to finish things out and come away with points, win the field position battle tonight, something that they couldn't really do much last week. And finally, taking a look at the third, it's allow no big plays. Once again, it's just your basic don't give up the big plays. You can afford to give up the chunk plays here and there. We've long believed that, and we know that.
Just not the touchdowns.
Right, the bend but don't break, and you cannot give up a cheap, quick one that goes for 50-plus yards. You just can't do it against any opponent. That's a huge difference maker in any kind of a game, especially tight games against tough opponents. Hopefully they do better tonight at that.
Well, as we jump back to the matchup tonight of the 3-4 Winter Warriors. When's the last time you said that?
Oof.
And the 0-6 Lakota Tatanka. Let's go ahead and take a look at one last thing. Not a look. We'll look at the starters here. But we're going to talk about some last-minute conversation that had been happening between me and the coaches as we were here pregame. The fine details. The little things in a football game make a difference in all those keys to the game, whether it's sustaining blocks, finishing drives, not giving up the long plays. It's a matter of doing the little things. So this week, pretty much hitting stopped. It all became about execution, and it was almost like classroom work. Walking through, talking about, okay, this is what we're looking to do in this situation. We want you to seal the end, get a second block at the next level. Okay, maybe just as simple as switching the ball and going to a different hand. Just little things that sometimes get overlooked by a younger team. And this really isn't a younger team. A lot of conversation about 3 and 4 could very easily right now be 5 and 2. So tonight's game against Lakota Tech, not a game that the Warriors want to overlook their opponent, but it's a game that they want to come out, execute, and not even think about the score, really. It's just a matter of getting ready for a potential playoff run, taking a look at that right now. Winner sits number 11 in the power, or 12.
Okay, I had them in 12.
Yeah, they're 12 in the power points. You're correct. And what's interesting, their first round opponent right now is slated to be number 5, the Wagner Red Raiders, in a rematch in Wagner. So that would be an interesting matchup later in the season. It was a competitive game. The first time Wagner's having an outstanding season.
Lost 2 in a row, but still very, very good season by standards, you know.
Yeah, you lost to the number 1 and 3 seeded team.
Yep.
That puts you at 5, right behind Mobridge, a team that last week, we can talk more about that after the national anthem. We're going to keep it here. We'll be back right after the national anthem for the coin toss.
So as we were kind of mentioning a little bit ago, you know, for tonight's matchup, I think, Jody, I'm not going to be that far off when I say tonight, and for both teams I feel this way, it's going to be more about the game within the game.
It is.
They're not looking at, like you said, they're not looking at if it's 50-0 at halftime. They're not looking if you outgained your opponents, 500 yards to 30 yards or however it may go. It is much more about execution and doing the simple things, doing the basic things that every one of these young Warriors and Tatanka out there are supposed to be doing. Their coaches have been working on it. You're at that point of the season. If you're not consistently doing those things, you just know that this is probably not your year. So tonight is a huge opportunity for a lot of players out there to show the hard work they've been putting in, and getting right back to taking that step backwards and realizing we need to get back to picking up on some of these small things. Then let's go forward. So look for that tonight, hopefully.
One of the things I hope these kids realize as they enter this game tonight, they're guaranteed right now 2 games left in the seniors are guaranteed 2 games left in their high school season. Depending on how that would go, you may be awarded a playoff tournament berth. And once you get in there, anything is possible. We remember a 4-5 Canton team coming through the playoffs, coming to winter in the semifinals years ago.
Yeah.
Beating us, getting to the Dome, winning the championship, going 7-5. You had Tri-Valley in 11B, a 4-4 team, just got into the tournament. They went on to win the tournament, and they went 8-4 and were state champions back in 2011. There's precedence for this, and this is just a step back where, like you were talking about, it's the fine details. Let's work on the little things. The things that we've been doing so far have been okay, but not all the time. 50-50 results.
Consistency. Yep.
It is consistency, and that's what they're looking for from those fine details. Those fine details typically make the difference.
Yeah, I firmly believe we have yet to see a complete game from this Warrior team, and that's been a difference, like you said, in at least 2, maybe 3 of them. So looks like the Warriors will receive the opening kickoff here. We're just moments away from that. Like you said, Lakota Tech, 11A opponent. They've kind of got a sprinkling of A and B, 11A and B opponents on their schedule. They're 0-6. They come in averaging 1 point a game, giving up 61.7 points a game, while Winter averaging pretty similar on both sides of the ball, 18.6 on offense. They've given up 18.9 on defense. It looks like Hunter Brewer, number 21, the freshman, is ready to kick things off for the Tatanka. We will apologize in advance just on a few names. Most of them look pretty relatively easy to figure out. I would normally try to do that pregame. Didn't find anybody that we could really ask to confirm, so bear with us. There might be a few that we don't get quite right, but we'll do our best. And we're ready for kickoff. The Tatanka versus the Warriors here at Warrior Field.
Back deep, it looks to be the usuals. It's going to be Camden Anderson and Carter McKenzie.
And it will skip back to the deep man. That's Anderson, breaks one tackle, and he's in open field to the house on the opening kickoff return. Touchdown, Camden Anderson.
And that was a gaping hole in the middle of that kick coverage team for the Tatanka. Didn't like that the up man actually even feinted at the ball. There was a little bit of a bobble, but once he picked it up, and maybe that's a key, you got to just let your blocks develop, because there was a huge hole right up the middle there with that little delay. Got one ankle, and he was gone to the house.
So they'll line up for 2 points. 10 seconds off the clock. And penalty flags will fly. Play will not happen. Tatanka ended up offsides on that one. So the Warriors will huddle up, regroup, and have a little easier shot at the 2-point conversion coming up here.
Don't be surprised if they go back to that same exact play call, reward the young man that just scored that kickoff return.
As Anderson goes in motion, cuts it back up, and he's virtually untouched into the end zone for the additional 2. And the Warriors, 10 seconds into the game, lead 8-0.
We'll step away. We'll be back in 1 minute. Warriors with the kickoff.
Explore the 2023 Lincoln Navigator at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Every time you approach your Lincoln, you'll receive a recarpet welcome. Twin turbocharged 3.5 V6 engine with auto start stop technology, you'll travel confidently with technology that meets all your needs. Now you can get the 2023 Navigator for 5.9% at 72 months. Stop in to see the full vehicle lineup at Capital City Ford in Lincoln. Capital City Ford in Pierce, South Dakota.
Welcome to Bowie Foods at Al's Oasis Plaza. My great-grandfather, Gus Bowie, opened the first store in 1905. I'm R.F. Bowie, the president of Bowie Foods. We aren't your typical store. You'll find everything you need for your family. You'll save money, and I promise you're going to enjoy your grocery shopping experience. We carry a lot of locally produced products and some things you just aren't going to find anywhere else. South Dakota owned, family owned, Bowie Foods.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome back to Warrior Field. Warriors strike first, 10 seconds into the game. Camden Anderson takes it to the house from, what was the official distance on that? We didn't even look.
I'm not even sure. I was concentrating, making sure he's going to be able to pick it up off the bounce, like you said.
About 70 yards.
Kick is away. It's going to hit at the 22, fielded on one bounce, and returned out to the 28-yard line.
It's Hudson Peters, yeah. There I go again. Huddy on the bottom of that pile. Him, Zach Olson, Reichenauer, all there to make the stop. Give Zach the official tackle, though. He was the first to make contact.
That was going to be number 10, Cinqua Nelson, the sophomore, on the return for the Tatanka. They're set up 1st and 10. We're going to spot him at the 29, actually. 1st and 10 from the 29 of the Tatanka. We're going to see him line up in spread formations a lot tonight. This time under center, handoff goes nowhere.
They run at the big left tackle, right tackle. They run left at the right tackle. That was Jordan Drummond and Parker Mathis over there on that right edge that are going to plug it up. Actually, it's Parker at the bottom of the pile, beating his man.
Number 21, Hunter Brewer, again, the freshman for the Tatanka on that last carry. So a loss of a yard on first brings up 2nd and 11 from the Tatanka 28-yard line. And Poor Thunder going to keep it himself.
Going to lose his footing right there as he tried to turn it upfield, right in the center of the field on that little bit of a crest, and down he goes.
Just a sophomore, listed at 6'5", 200 pounds, so a healthy-sized quarterback out there for the Tatanka tonight, facing the Warriors in a 3rd and long situation.
Taking a look at that play, one of the reasons he was turning it up, the left end, Jackson Day, out there, sealing the edge, forcing him to cut up and in.
Poor Thunder out of the shotgun this time. Two-step drop, fires. That's going to be picked off at the 44-yard line by Olson. And he might have a pick six. Can he get there? He does not.
Going to be down to the 1-yard line. Nice return. Zach just playing center field on the 9 fly. Going to pick it off at about the 44, gets to that left sideline, picks up some nice blocks from the linemen and linebackers, and he will be knocked out at the 1. Pylon didn't even get tipped over, so no doubt that he's, 1-yard line.
Zach Olson with a 43-yard interception return. Down to the 1, 1st and goal for the Warriors. Ready to put more points on the scoreboard here. 9:59 remaining in the opening quarter. Senior Quincy Phillips under center. And Olson gets the toss, and he's in for the touchdown, the 2nd score of the night for the Warriors. This one brought to you by Zach Olson, the senior, for the Warriors.
2-point conversion to presume, or to be played here in a second, but we're just thinking, you're 2 minutes and 4 seconds into the game. You got 1 yard of offense, and you lead 14-0.
That's doing something right, and
yeah,
that's things
those are the little things.
Yep, special teams, something we struggled with last week. 2-point conversion coming up. Zach Olson takes it untouched in for the 2 points after. They'll lead 16-0.
Warriors off fast. We're going to get out of here fast. Come back, though. We'll be back after a word from these sponsors.
Futures aren't made by accident. They're dreamt, they're planned, they're discovered. At Northern State University, futures are the result of hard work and grit. NSU is an academic powerhouse with a spirit of exploration and genuine support, where professors know your name and push you to discover what you're truly capable of. But don't take our word for it. When you experience Northern, you'll see the difference here.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome back to Warrior Field. Gerald Tibrick and Jody Brozick on the call. We got a house full up here as the Warriors lead 16-0, 2 minutes and 4 seconds into the game. Jackson Day will kick off for the second time tonight for the Warriors. He's got a little bit of a white wrap on his hip. I don't know if that's tape or a shirt just ripped up.
Kickoff by Day, low line driver. Going to hop a couple times, field it around the 17-yard line. And they'll return it out to the 26-yard line.
Seth Heath with first contact there. He was almost making the tackle simultaneously with the defender from the left side of the kick coverage. See if I can't pick that up.
Bradley White, your returner really quick. Jody, to interrupt you. Bradley White, the junior for the Tatanka on the return. Out to the 26. 1st and 10, Tatanka went 3 and out on their first drive of the game. The interception actually ended that on 3rd down. I want to see Poor Thunder motioning Bird Necklace across. With time, throws back across the field, and nobody but purple jerseys there as Heath and McKenzie out there and no Tatanka receiver in sight.
Yeah, that looks like a timing pattern. You're trying to get the defense to rotate right. He simply looks right. Nice job of looking off, and then he's coming back on the slant. Slant was run about 5 yards deeper, the pattern, than the throw, fortunately, because Heath was there in coverage.
And that was guaranteed to be a pick six.
Yeah, on a timing pattern, you expect a receiver to be someplace. Had he had a little more time, he did have him in a seam.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Poor Thunder moves back under center now. Handoff is Brewer, and he'll be tackled for a loss. Looks like loss of at least a couple. And Tatanka right back into a 3rd and long. Going to be 3rd and 12 from their own 24-yard line.
Jackson Day again, the left end, setting the edge. This time Brewer tried getting outside him. Comes off that block cleanly and hog ties another guy, steer wrestles another guy to the ground. His tackles are all that kind of steer wrestling variety, the whip.
So 3rd and 12 once again from the 24-yard line for the Tatanka. Poor Thunder checks the wristband. Has one lined up behind him. He'll go in motion. Takes a look. Now he's going to have to scramble to his right, and he throws it away out of bounds. And flag will fly.
Don't see any laundry. There it is, right at about the 11-yard line.
I got to think that's probably intentional grounding.
Yeah. You were right in your assessment. The pass rush from the left side. From the middle came the pressure initially. It was Curtis and Faninga flushing him out towards Jackson Day on that left end. there was no place to go, so he just gets rid of the ball with no receiver in sight.
So Tatanka will line up in punt formation. Zach Olson, the lone returner, back, stands at his own 43-yard line. The punt is away, end over end, short. Going to hit around the 35, take a 3-yard hop to the 38, and that's where it will die.
.8:45 to go here in the first. Warriors will go on offense for the second time. The first time it was a one-play, 1-yard drive. This one will start 38 yards away from pay dirt.
.8:45 remaining in the opening quarter here from Warrior Field. Another beautiful football night here as we're getting in a little deeper into fall, but still feels like the end of summer almost. McKenzie goes in motion. Heath, they take the toss. He's untouched so far, beats his man to the corner, and he's down the far sidelines. Touchdown, Heath. And the Warriors strike gold for the third time here tonight.
Second offensive play, second offensive touchdown for the Warriors. That one from 38 out for cash. We're back to saying that. Got to the sideline, showed a little burst as he was able to outrun the linebacker and the free safety and get to pay dirt untouched.
You suppose we just called him Money? Would that be?
No, I
just call him Money.
I can call him Seth. He is Money though. Dude having another strong defensive campaign this year. A lot more contributions offensively, and the play calling pretty simple here. You score the touchdown,
you get the 2 points
conversion,
and they make good 3 of 3 tonight. Another area that they've struggled in for the most part here this season. Not tonight. 24-0 your lead.
We're going to step away. We will be back in, we'll call it 1 minute. Warriors now leading 24-0 with 3:23 gone here in the first.
Winter Dental, located at 911 Golden Prairie Drive, is proud to provide Winter and the surrounding area with high-quality, high-tech, patient-centered dentistry. Dr. Brad and the entire staff, including hygienists Michaela Smith and Sierra Hansen, are honored to have the opportunity to serve the good people of Winter and the surrounding area with gentle, compassionate, and high-quality dental services. For information on all the services they can provide you or to make an appointment, please call 605-842-1793 or go to winterdentalclinic.com.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back here in Winter, South Dakota, the Warriors lead 24-0 over Lakota Tech. They have 39 yards of offense on 2 plays and we're going to call it a 72-yard kickoff return to acquire 3 touchdowns. Jackson Day's third kickoff. Squibber right down the hash mark on the near side.
A nice return.
Almost looked like the ball shot out of the returner's hands. That was number 12 on the return.
Yeah.
I see a Red Bear.
Junior for the Tatanka. Looks like we're going to have an injury on the kickoff return. Red Bear, a new returner in there for the Tatanka than they started the game with. And he will be the player down, it looks like.
Yeah, grabbing the hamstring, it looks like. At the end of that play, we're going to step away. We'll be back in 30 seconds here at Warrior Field.
Rob Curtis Landscaping and Design has been a family-owned business since 1988. Rob and his family specialize in every aspect of your outdoor landscaping for home and business. With service in over 20 south-central South Dakota towns, Rob Curtis can help you make one of the best investments of your life. Talk to the pros about a new landscape for your home or business today. Rob Curtis Landscaping, where quality is predictable. That's Rob Curtis Landscaping and Design.
Agriculture is like no other business, which makes Farm Credit Services of America like no other lender. Owned by the farmers and ranchers we serve, our customers have a voice in how we work, a stake in what we do, and share in our success. Discover a lender that works for you at Farm Credit Services of America.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Welcome back here to Winter, South Dakota. Unfortunately, right now, Red Bear still down on the field. Best we can tell, working the right hamstring, the right thigh area. Looked like the hamstring, though. We will take a look here. The game started off 10 seconds. Just quick recap. 10 seconds into the game, Camden Anderson from, we'll say 72, right around there, got a nice hole and took it to the house on the opening kickoff. After a penalty, he converted the 2-point conversion from a yard out to take an 8-0 lead. Warriors on their next possession, not really next possession, next defensive, well, actually it was their first one. They go out on defense, and on third down, Zach Olson catches a ball at the 44, 45, and he takes it all the way down to the 1 yard line. And sticking with a theme here, they give him the ball. He takes it in from 1 yard out to finish the score, making it 14-0. He gets the 2-point conversion attempt, making it 16-0. Warriors go on defense, and after holding and forcing a 3-and-out, a punt goes out to the 38-yard line where Seth Heath goes around left end, gets to the edge, shows a burst, and outruns everybody to the end zone to make it 22-0. That theme continues as he gets the 2-point conversion attempt, and he takes it in successfully for a 24-0 lead.
And again, Red Bear, the injured player for the Tatanka, returned it out to the 32-yard line when play resumes. That's where they'll have it 1st and 10. Anytime a player is down for that long, you don't.
It's not good when you see the stretcher coming out onto the field either.
You lose hope. And there still could be some just precautionary things and some unknowns, but they don't just do that for, any old thing. So hopefully that young man's
not as bad as it looks.
Right, able to get healthy, quick. And like you said, not some season-ending thing, anything of that nature.
We're going to step away one more time. They do have the medical card on the field. They're going to use the flat board. They're going to get him on that. That indicates probably something with that thigh being possibly broken, torn muscle. Tough to speculate from up here. We're not going to. We'll step away. We'll bring it back to you in live action as soon as they get Red Bear safely situated here and off the field.
Mead Lumber is 100% employee-owned. Mead Lumber is your source for building materials. Whether your plans are for new construction or updating your existing home or barn, Mead Lumber provides the know-how and the materials you need. Lumber, steel, roofing, siding, drywall, windows, doors, and so much more. Start to finish, Mead Lumber has what you need and want for your project. Mead Lumber is your hometown lumber yard. Stop in and see what Mead can do for you. 102 North Main Street in Winter.
The Insurance Center in Winter is an independent insurance agency affiliated with many fine companies representing all types of insurance. They're able to provide you with a no-obligation comparison of your auto, home, business, crop, farm, life, and health insurance needs. Since they have access to so many companies, they have the ability to offer you the best possible coverages at the most competitive rates. For all of your insurance needs, it's the Insurance Center in Winter, White River, Platte, Burke, and Valentine.
Stop by your hometown grocer, County Fair, now in Winter and Platte. Same friendly faces with a brand new name. County Fair is a 4th-generation family-owned business based in South Dakota. They offer friendly service and the freshest food at great prices. County Fair carries premium certified Angus beef, locally grown produce, and much more. Shop County Fair in Winter and Platte, the friendliest store in town.
Do you have a pest problem? Got bats, ants, termites? Family owned and operated, Olson's Pest Technicians have had over 50 years experience taking care of pest problems in places across South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa. Utilizing brilliant methods such as Centricon bait stations for termites and Vicane treatment for bed bugs. There's no pest too tough for Olson's Pest Technicians. If you have pest problems, call 800-KILL-BUGS.
The Rosebud Exchange in Mission, South Dakota is your one-stop shop for all your household needs, kids' toys, clothing, native print items, star quilts, and a whole lot more. They accept cash, credit cards, tribal checks, payroll deductions, and purchase orders with 0% interest on payroll deduction and layaway orders. Watch Facebook or come in and visit their friendly staff for all their great deals 10 to 6 Monday through Friday. The Rosebud Exchange, proud to support all the student athletes and activities on the Live Ticket TV network.
The right nutrition, animal health, and record management is key to having a profitable cattle program. That's why you want to work with the people at Farmco, who will take the time to learn your operation and help you grow your business. We are your full-service agriculture provider of feed, seed, animal health, farm, and ranching equipment built on terrific service. Get to know Farmco locally owned and serving you in Chamberlain, Platte, Winter, and east of Kimball at the Paragon. Visit us online at farmcosd.com. Farmco, feeding your future.
Eklund Tax Service, located at 323 Main Street in Gregory, South Dakota, is available for all your tax preparations. Mark Eklund has been a staple in the Gregory community for many years and wants to help you and your business have success by specializing in all types of bookkeeping. Eklund Tax can take care of any agricultural, retail, or personal bookkeeping or tax preparation. Call Mark at Eklund Tax today at 605-835-9665.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back at Warrior Field, Tatanka will go on offense. Red Bear has been taken care of. Kelly Hofer, the athletic trainer, immediately out there along with the staff for Lakota Tech, taking care of Red Bear, getting him situated on the flatboard.
Trip County EMTs.
Yeah, nice job. Back to action. It's going to be a handoff right up the middle in that middle of the defense. It's going to be Mason Curtis and Parker Mathis going to swallow up the runner immediately and force a fourth down. Warriors will punt away for the, or excuse me, Warriors will go on punt return for the second. Oh, there was a turnover.
I think it was a fumble.
So Warriors do take over.
It's hard to come back after a break like that,
it is.
the long one. But, yeah, they had just returned the kickoff. They were sitting at first and 10.
Yeah, sure.
And so from the 32, Warriors take over on the fumble recovery. +2 on the turnover margin here so far tonight. And it's going to be Carter McKenzie ahead for a gain of 5 out down to the 26-yard line. 2nd and 5 for the Warriors.
Toss pitch, running right. Curtis, the pulling guard, gets upfield, but the middle linebacker slides in behind him, number 21. It's Hunter Brewer making the tackle.
Heath goes in motion, takes the toss, tries to get to the outside. And the tackle going to be made that time. I had it be a number 50, and I'm not locating
56.
that. 56, okay.
Draven Wolf.
Draven Wolf, thank you.
Nice job by Wolf hanging on because Seth was driving
It
with those
looked like he was
legs.
plowing.
He was.
He had the plow hooked up, but he's able to get him around the hips. And you're right, number 56, Draven Wolf, the junior, Tatanka, able to make the tackle. 3rd and short coming up here for the Warriors offense. And toss on the deck, and he's going to be down as the knee is on the turf. So McKenzie does what he can just to recover the toss that was not that accurate this time, and they'll lose about a yard, and it'll bring up 4th. And a long 1, short 2 from the 24-yard line, or 23-yard line, excuse me.
Speed pitch from Quincy Phillips. He He's lucky Carter is able to get to the ball and recovered that, or it would have been a fumble by the quarterback.
This time, Zach Olson weaving his way down to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll convert on 4th down.
Hunter Brewer on the tackle and also slow to get up after that tackle. Looks like an ankle possibly.
Walk it off, though. I get the impression that Brewer is kind of one of their do-it-all players. He sure seems like a talented young freshman for the Tatanka. He's going to stay in. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 14. This is Heath back behind blocks, and he's going to switch directions, and he's walking into the end zone for the 2nd time tonight. Touchdown, Warriors.
Nice little toss pitch, gets left, bounces off it, and looks to cut back. Warrior backs, as we said, we're always looking to cut back this season. Last game, we saw them start to pop it to the outside. Mixed results. Nice seal by the quarterback. And a shove from Quincy Phillips gets him to the edge.
And Heath untouched for the 2-point after. A perfect 4 of 4 so far as the Warriors extend the lead out 32-0, 6:05 remaining in the opening quarter.
We'll be back in 1 minute. More from Warrior Fields.
This harvest season, make sure your John Deere Active Yield system is working for you. Active Yield measures and monitors your yield in real time, but accurate data starts with proper calibration. Save yourself the phone calls and downtime with these quick tips. Regularly check and clean sensors and components, and recalibrate when switching crops or after major maintenance. And if software issues pop up, Grossenberg Implement's Precision Ag Support Team is just a call away, 402-256-6303. They'll keep you running smoothly this harvest. From everyone at Grossenberg Implement, stay safe out there and have a great harvest.
When the world feels big, a small note can mean everything. Find mental health support at sdbehavioralhealth.gov.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back at Warrior Fields, Jackson Day going to boot this one away again. This is his 4th kickoff of the night. Tatanka will go on offense for the 3rd time.
This one's got some air under it, but short, end over end. Going to hit at the 28 and bounces back towards the Warriors, and it appears as though the Warriors do get on it, and they will. They recover the kick from Day at the 30-yard line.
Pooch kick goes up in the air, coming down to cover. It looks like that's Ash Kaiser.
Happy birthday, Ash. Celebrating his 17th birthday today.
Yeah,
little birthday present.
It is. He gets to take the ball home. Warriors will go on offense for the 4th time, leading 32-0. 3 offensive drives, 3 touchdowns, and a special teams touchdown get us to the 32-0. Gardner McKenzie now in space, making some moves, and he'll break a tackle and going to go down at the – he's going to slide.
2-yard line. Yeah, Ben Yazzie, he gets out of his would-be tackle and takes it all the way down to the 2-yard line where the Warriors will have it 1st and goal from the Tatanka 2-yard line. And you're going to have some subs coming out there. Looks like number 23, senior Micah King, getting into the game.
Yeah, Carter picks up on the carry 28 yards, and he's going to down it so some of the seniors can get in here, get some playing time.
And that's King, 23, in for the touchdown. Micah King finds the end zone from 2 yards out.
The King is in the house.
That young man deserves that. He's one that's good for the locker room and makes good on his first carry from scrimmage out there tonight from 2 yards out. He's in.
Got to believe that's Micah's first touchdown as a Warrior. He should keep the ball. As you'd said, he is great for the locker room.
Yep. He's paid his dues in ways that don't show up on the field. 5:27 remaining in the opening quarter. Winner leads at 38-0. And 2-point conversion try. 4 of 4 so far. And that's Zach Olson going to beat the tackle of Marcel Swallow for the successful 2-point after.
All strings must come to an end. The string of whoever scores carrying it in for the 2-point conversion, it is over after.
Unpredictable now.
Yeah, we're unpredictable after that 5th touchdown. We'll step away. We'll be back in 1 minute. Warriors lead this one 40-0 as Micah King has made it his palace on the east end of the Warrior field. We'll be back in a minute.
There's a lot of uncertainties in farming and ranching today, but one thing is certain. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell are your crop and livestock insurance specialists. Statewide agents have a background in agriculture and work hard to provide growers and ranchers with risk management plans and insurance coverage that fits their business needs. From hail insurance, livestock revenue protection, to multi-peril crop and revenue insurance, Statewide will help you with the right decisions. Statewide Ag Insurance in Chamberlain, Winter, and Mitchell. Locally owned, your dependable partner in crop and livestock protection and equal opportunity provider.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back at Warrior Field, we're finally going to replace Day as he keeps pooching the kicks up there now. Number 28.
Oh, I was going to say it. Hudson Peters.
Hudson Peters kicking off.
With the kickoff. So Warriors trying some different things out there, and Peters has a nice kickoff. It'll pin the Tatanka back to their 20-yard line where they'll have it 1st and 10, as we're going to probably see a lot of subs coming at you, I'm going to guess, shortly. But just let's get back to that Micah King touchdown. Not only is that just a feel-good thing for that young man and for all the Warrior fandom, but also how about Carter McKenzie, the selflessness to just go down when he didn't have to set up that opportunity for Micah. That's a sophomore playing like a senior in my book.
Unselfishness.
1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Tatanka, Poor Thunder out of the gun. And the drop throws into covers. That one intercepted by McKenzie from the 34-yard line, still on his feet.
Going to be taken out of bounds at the 28-yard line. Nice job by the corner, just falling back into the zone, reading the quarterback's eyes. A little bit off target as the pass was attempted to Ben Yazzie. He reached, Carter rips it from him and takes it on a 5-yard return. Tackle over on the other sideline was made by, looked like Yazzie going all the way across the field to eventually get the tackle also.
From the 28-yard line, Warriors have not run an offensive play on their side of the field here tonight. That trend will continue from the 28-yard line. Here's Oral now, and he'll break free into the end zone. Touchdown, Oral.
So big performance, execution working well tonight. Everybody getting in on the action, just one cut, break, a little bit of an arm tackle into the house. 28-yard touchdown run. Warriors lead this one by a score of 46-0. And Oral back on the old pattern, going to follow up that touchdown run with a 2-yard conversion. 48-0 your score. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Cenex Zip Trip is your local convenience store with 5 locations throughout South Dakota, offering top-tier gasoline and Cenex premium diesel fuels. Stop in for a great selection of your favorite snacks, beverages, pizza, and other hot foods. Become a Zip Trip Rewards member and save 5 cents per gallon of fuel every day. Plus, earn and redeem points for further discounts. Sign up at CenexZipTrip.com. Cenex Zip Trip is a proud supporter of all local athletics and activities. When it comes to game day, let Zip Trip fill your food and fuel needs.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Well, back at Warrior Field, 48-0. 21 will be doing the kickoff duties.
Rook and Robbins.
Keeping the legs fresh. It's a lot of work in one quarter of play for the kickers from Winter. They lead this one 48-0.
And without thinking about it, there's been at least 5, maybe 6 different Warriors to find the end zone here tonight. Short end over end. Fields at the 31 and fumbled. Ball still loose, and it looks like Winter will recover. Maybe the 36-yard line. It looks like the Warriors got on it, and they did. We'll mark them at the 35.
Warriors will, as Gerald said, recover that. Yazzie come dashing forward. Couldn't get a clean handle on it.
It's kind of been a mix of kickoff, you know. We've seen some hard line drivers, some squibs, kind of some pooch type kicks. At least 3 different kickers out there tonight for the Warriors. 1st and 10.
Who had the recovery there?
I did not catch it.
It was either William Jurgensen or Apollo White.
And to the house from one play. That's number 25, Michael Williams, the junior for the Warriors from 35 yards out. Touchdown, Williams. It's fast and furious, Jody. It's hard to keep up.
Yeah, Blotsky with a block downfield to Spring Williams for the final 2-3 yards. Warriors up big.
Mentioned Blotsky, number 14, the junior quarterback in there for the Warriors. And that's going to be Taden Pachota in for the 2-point conversion. So a lot of Warriors touching the ball, a lot of Warriors scoring points here tonight from Warrior Field.
We will step away. We'll be back in 1 minute from Warrior Field.
Fall is here, and at Elevate Agronomics, we're ready to help you score on your operation. From winter wheat and cover crop seed to fall burn down herbicides and custom wheat seed treating, we've got your fields covered. And don't forget your cow herd. Our livestock product lineup includes products built for fall calving, weaning, and more to help keep your herd in winning shape. Stop in at our office in Winter or give us a call as you make your fall plans. We are looking forward to cheering on Winter this season. Go Warriors and Lady Warriors. Elevate Agronomics. Reach new heights.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of coverage options to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Kick is away, and it's going to be covered at the 18 or 28-yard line. Covering the ball there is going to be, what, number 15?
I had 15. I did not see that.
It's got to be one of the young men down on the bottom, either Hopkins, Metcalf, Quiver, Steele, or Twist. No 15 officially on the roster in the program, but there are 5 young men unlisted. We apologize up front if that's somebody you're watching.
Yep. Wisely so, though. You're not expecting to get that ball. You just field it cleanly. You go down and you start offense here from the 28-yard line. Tatanka has not been into Warrior territory yet tonight. The Warriors have not played offense from their own territory tonight. And Braden Porter, Thunder. And a roll to his right. And pass incomplete. Trying to get it out to Hunter Brewer. 2nd and 10 for the Tatanka.
Nice little swing pass, trying to get Brewer in space. You'd mentioned earlier he's probably one of the key players here for LT. And had he caught it, there were 3 Warriors there. Day, Robbins and the cornerback, our strong safety, Ash Kaiser, out there ready to swallow him up.
In the first meeting between these two teams was scheduled last year. The Tatanka had to forfeit that one. And so this is the first actual ever meeting between these two teams. Of course, Lakota Tech, somewhat new of a high school as the years go by. They're establishing themselves, but still a relatively new program out west. There's Poor Thunder. He'll complete that one out to Brewer. Now Brewer going to throw it. And it's incomplete. I almost look like two forward passes on that play, Jody. I got to be honest, but I'm not sure I see any laundry out there, so the officials might have not caught that, or I might be incorrect on that observation. But yeah, incomplete pass.
Clearly a forward pass there. He was behind the line of scrimmage as he collected it, and I'm guessing that's the confusion in the official's mind. He's not past the line of scrimmage, but a forward pass.
Pass is a forward pass.
Correct.
So whatever it was or was not from the 28-yard line, it is now 3rd and 10 for the Tatanka, as there's twins left and twins right.
The King is in the house playing free safety.
Poor Thunder with time, going to let it fly downfield, well over the head of the intended receiver, Bird Necklace. And a host of Warriors in there on coverage as well. It was over everybody's head. And it'll bring up 4th and 10. And should be a punt coming up here for the Tatanka. As we see King coming out. Zach Olson not in there as the usual. It doesn't look like we're going to be in punt coverage.
It will be Brewer dropping back in punt formation. Free safety will drop to midfield.
Punt is away. Caught retreating. And a good return being dialed up. That's Willowhite. And he's going to go all the way back on the punt return. Touchdown.
There is laundry on the field at the 27-yard line as Apollo is dancing and juking and jiving. I'll see if I can't pick that up.
Sometimes too much of that and blocks end up happening that might not be the legal variety. So it's going to wipe that one off. A nice return by Apollo Willowhite, just a freshman for Coach Olson.
35 years. There was no penalty on that, and he had to break 3 tackles to get there. Still a memory for Apollo, taking it to the house.
He'll have many more chances to come. Just a freshman again on the return that time, but after the penalty.
Penalty at the 28 officially. Warriors take over 1st and 10 at the 38. It's been about the average starting position, hasn't it?
Yeah, it really has. Blotsky again in there at quarterback, and he's going to push the pile a little bit.
Well, that was Hudson
Peters.
Peters.
That was Huddy Peters, the sophomore. And we got to focus in on the numbers a little bit here as we're getting personnel changing about every play. That was Hudson Peters on the last carry, gain of 3. He'll set up 2nd and 7 from the Tatanka 35-yard line.
A couple different times his head snapped back as he took on a would-be tackler.
One broken tackle, going to race to the corner. He'll win that one. Touchdown, Peters.
That'll make your score 62-0 with 3:26 to go here in the first quarter. Huddy jukes, actually designed carry up into that 5 hole, and then he slides it to the sideline. Shows a little burst of speed for a fullback.
I was going to say the Tatanka not able to catch most of these backs for the Warriors once they get next level. They've had no trouble getting all the way to the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. With 3:26 remaining, it's 64-0.
We'll be stepping away one last time. Don't forget to check back in. Warriors lead 64-0. We'll be returning in a minute.
Agrimax and West River Ag have been in the winter area for a combined total of 9 years. We offer top-of-the-line services and inputs such as chemical, seed, fertilizer application, spraying, and agronomy services with a certified crop advisor on staff. We are a full-service business that is locally owned and operated. We look forward to continuing service to the ag community and cannot wait to help you with all your agricultural needs. Agrimax, shaping the future of ag.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back at Warrior Field, taking a look here at these two teams. Both of them have a common opponent this year. That was Hot Springs. Winter defeated them in the season opener 18-14. Hot Springs went on to win by 49 over Lakota Tech, 55-6 the score there. Other teams that they played that are really interesting: St. Thomas More, 69-0. Rapid City Christian, 69-0. Warriors already leading this one by a score of 64-0.
Which was the score of the first game of the season against Millbank. That one going to hit the turf, be kicked back at the Warriors, and I got to think the Warriors probably got on that one. Let's check and see, though. And they did not. So Tatanka fortunate on that one. Or did the Warriors get it?
Oh, they did. They did.
Well, I mean, I thought they did, but then they did, yeah.
Coming up with the ball, looked like Willowite, maybe.
I didn't see any indication that, maybe I missed it, that the Warriors had recovered it, but obviously looking at the chains and looking at our little delayed replay here, Warriors definitely did cover it. I thought it'd be awful crazy that they didn't. That kick literally kicked back at the Warriors on the return. 1st and 10. And breaking tackles once again, Hudson Peters down inside the 25 to the 24, near a first down.
Yeah, a nice little spin move is going to pop him up into that second level for another 5 yards. So I'm going to the line, Blotsky with that nice little hidden handoff. Good tackle there. It was number 30, Reese around him with the tackle. Nope, looked like number 10 maybe, who we don't have.
Yep, that's Nelson.
Nelson, okay. Gotcha.
2nd and 1. And let's take a look at that back. And it might have been Rukin Robbins in on the carry, enough for a first down inside the red zone for the Warriors down to the 19-yard line.
We call him Baskins.
Baskin
Robbins.
Everybody's got to have at least one nickname. Some might have 2 or 3. That's a good one.
He's got 31 different flavors.
From the 19-yard line. Comedy hour from the Bob Conant press box. That's Ash Kaiser on the carry this time, no doubt about it, for the Warriors. And he'll knock it down inside the 15 to the 14. Gain of 5.
No, that was Kaiser.
Yeah,
number 24 on the
Kaiser.
carry. Robbins, that 31 different flavors, playing fullback. Kaiser showing he's got several different flavors also. Has played fullback almost exclusively this season. Moved over to the wing, as we've seen Seth Heath do. Coaches, again, getting creative.
And designed quarterback draw. I think we have another quarterback change in there for the Warriors.
Yeah, number 10
Number
now
10,
in.
Logan Calhoun, the freshman. We've seen him come into the Miller Highmore Herald game in the second quarter.
And we saw a lot of successful runs from Calhoun from that quarterback position.
That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter, Jody.
First quarter is in the books. It's not the highest scoring quarter in winter history, but It's a good one. They lead 64-0. We'll be back in 67 seconds.
This is what matters. This is beyond X's and O's. This is the difference mutual respect makes. This is what character looks like. This is what defines us in South Dakota. This is sportsmanship. School sports, it's not the outcome that matters most, but the way the games are played. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
The Winter Advocate is the exclusive newspaper of Tripp County serving Winter, Colome, and surrounding communities. Each Wednesday, you will find the latest in state and local news, sports, job openings, classifieds, and all legal public notices. Call 605-842-1481 or stop down to their new location in the City Building at 325 South Monroe, Suite 119. Deadlines are Friday at 5 p.m. for the Advocate and noon on Fridays for the Rocket. The Winter Advocate is a proud supporter of all Winter and Colome school activities on the Live Ticket Network.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
The third down carry here as we start the second quarter comes from the quarterback.
Not exactly the tush push, but it's going to work better than that, actually. We'll get about 3 yards on it, and it'll set up 1st and goal for the Warriors offense. A lot of subs coming in. I see a freshman, Lucas Thinelk, I think out there playing an end maybe, number 72. As I say that, he's going to come back off the field, but just trying to get some names out there that we don't talk too much about. Kyler Vober, number 7, a freshman, younger brother of Eli Vober, out there for the Warriors here at a wing-back spot. Look for him to maybe get a touch here soon.
I think Logan, had he kept his eyes up, would have saw a big hole to the left. Nice job by that left side of the line.
Like Rylan Robbins in there as well. Number 20 for the Warriors. And they're just going to take a knee. It looked like a little bit of a victory formation, if you will. And the Warriors will take a knee at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 8. Again, the Tatanka defense giving up 61.7 a game on average. Tonight the Warriors able to put up 64 in the first quarter. And I got to assume there's been some kind of a deal or an agreement reached here, perhaps, with the Warriors just staying in victory formation. And clearly a situation that ordinarily would require a traditional offensive set here. Taking the time down as far as they can. Snapping the ball. Calhoun taking the knee as a couple Tatanka come through and knock him down. And it'll be 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Rukin and Rylan Robbins both out there for the Warriors.
You know, one of the things the coaches were talking about this week, in addition to the fine details, polishing things up, they took away the pads, the hitting this week. They're a banged-up team. This is their 8th game of the season. Everybody else will play 8. They will play 9 on the season. They got a big game coming up with Chamberlain here in a week, and that's going to be a big one. Chamberlain, you'll see a lot of the same thing you see out of Winter, and they're running the same offense, having a very successful campaign. It will have huge implications for playoff seeding next week. Just shut it down and
I see number 7.
Keep everybody healthy.
Number 70, Avery Antelope in there. Just trying to get you a few more names of some young athletes that are currently getting some time out there for the Warriors. Definitely not something that you see in every game, but I think just a show of sportsmanship here, not wanting to run any more offensive plays here to make the score get any more one-sided. And they'll just down it and basically give the ball to the Tatanka on their 10-yard line. Also out there, number 77, Ronan Gilpin for the Warriors. 22, Brendan Bolander. 85, Jackson Grossenberg. Number 10, again, Logan Calhoun out there defensively now, it looks like. Riley Pepple, I believe, number 50 out there on the line. So all kinds of Warriors. This one good for everybody here. If you're a Warriors player or fan, getting to see a lot of names and numbers out there that haven't had a chance prior to tonight. Lots of Warriors finding the end zone here. And so from their 10-yard line, this will be Poor Thunder. Might have had two guys moving at once. Poor Thunder runs to his left, tries to cut it back up, will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard on the play.
I'm just trying to learn next year's kids.
Yeah. No, I mean it's a lot for us. It's a
doing.
lot for us too. You kind of get used to the same kids being in the same areas, and next thing you know, you're doing a whole lot more than that on a game like tonight, where lots of numbers getting out there for the Warriors on both sides of the ball. So 2nd and 11 after the run from Poor Thunder from their own 9-yard line.
Did you say Charlie Corkle?
I did not.
He's out there playing
Awesome.
linebacker.
Thank you very much. And this is toss right side with a little room to run. Out across the 10 to, looks like about the 15-yard line.
Tackled by number 67? No, 77.
It was Hunter Brewer on the carry for the Tatanka.
Nice job by Gilpin getting out there. Oh, he was late to the action, but still, nice job hustling down the line.
So 3rd and 6 for the Tatanka, and that's Brewer.
Got some room.
He's got a first down. They're going to move the chains for the first time tonight for the Tatanka, moving deep out of their own territory. Some positives out to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tatanka.
Bolander, the right end, got upfield just a little too much.
Brennan, younger brother of Brevin, former Warrior. Poor Thunder stands at his 20, waiting to receive the snap. 1st and 10. He'll toss it out right.
Left end Gilpin did a nice job setting the edge, turning it in. Strong safety there. Was that Rue? Baskin Robbins?
Dayton Eagle Bowl, the ball carrier that time for the Tatanka. No gain, back to the line of scrimmage at the 25. Clock runs down at 4:03 and counting here in the second. Already had one injury tonight. Could have been a bad one, looked like with Red Bear. He left the game in the first quarter. Tatanka just picked up their first down of the game a minute ago.
Bolander, number 22, says not this time.
He's going to ride down Eagle Bowl behind the line. Fool me once.
Yeah. Bolander built like the past defensive ends here in winter, long, lean. Uses that length to fight off the block and get to the ball carrier right away.
Gets off of Doug Patton's block and, like you said, finds the ball. So the line of scrimmage moved back to the 18-yard line after that tackle for a loss.
That'll make it 3rd and a country mile.
And poor Thunder rolls out to his right, going to throw back across the field. That one intercepted.
Read well. That was number 59 for the Warriors.
That's Charlie Corkle.
Yeah, we just mentioned the sophomore, the 5'11", 180-pound linebacker with a beautiful read. Saw the running back drifting backside, stayed with his zone assignments, and went and got himself an interception. Do they run a play?
Yeah, they didn't on the last time, but this one, you know, with I don't know, I guess they had a lot of other different Warriors in there sub down on that last one where they kneeled it. Logan Calhoun coming back in with Rukin Robbins, running some guys in and out. Riley Pepple back out onto the field. Clint Krolikowski out there. A lot of freshmen out there now for the Warriors. Doesn't get a whole lot younger than they are right now out there. 1st and goal from the 6. Now they are back into their double wing formation. And maybe
that's number 11 on the carry, I believe. Yeah.
I thought it was Rukin Robbins.
Oh, yeah, it was Apollo Willowite in motion, and Robbins.
He'll lose a yard back to the 7. Second and goal from the 7-yard line. Brothers Ryland and Rukin Robbins both out there. Rukin lined up in the fullback spot. And he'll get the toss a little low, and he slides down. As the old quarterback slide from his fullback spot down to the, looks like they're going to spot it at the 5. And so it's 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line for the Warriors. Again, just a sign of sportsmanship here and respect at this point for the opponent. No team needs to win 100-0, so great job being displayed here by the Winter Warriors coaching staff and players alike here tonight. As that'll finish things up, the final zeros come on at the halftime score. The Warriors win it 64-0.
We'll get stepped away. We'll be back here. We'll be back in 2 minutes with halftime stats.
Being a part of a community means sharing the history and future of the people all around you. For 115 years, First Fidelity Bank has been doing just that, helping you get the most out of life by providing the services and tools you need, the conveniences and technology you want, and the friendly faces you expect. So you get everything you need right here in the place you call home. Now and for many years to come. First Fidelity Bank.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
Welcome back to the Meyer Ag Press Box. Contact Trace for all your seed and agronomy needs.
Back at Warrior Field, let's go ahead and take a look at the unofficial stats here for the game tonight. Brought to you by Betsy Watzel and Company. Warriors going to produce 11 first downs. They carried the ball 32 times for 252 yards. There were no pass attempts or receptions, no penalties. That'll make the coaches happy. Probably going to make them happier than anything.
For the Warriors?
Yeah.
There was the one that brought back Apollo's punt return.
Oh, yeah, there was. So, again, unofficial.
Unofficial, yep.
Coaches will be happier with this stat.
Still, yeah, much, much happier.
No touch or no turnovers, no fumbles lost, no interceptions. Warriors faced 3 third downs, converted one of them. They went to a fourth down twice, converted once. 2 of 5 on their conversion plays. Taking a look at Lakota Tech. Lakota Tech's going to end up with 1 yard of offense. They after one quarter, they were negative 8 yards of offense. They run 13 plays. Excuse me. They run 17 plays. They were 4 of 8 passing. Rushing, they rushed 9 times for 1 yard. Total yards, it looks like it's going to be 9 yards on, I quit. 13 plays. They threw a couple interceptions. They were penalized twice on the game. They converted 1 time on third down. They never got to a fourth down. Taking a look here at individual leaders in tonight's game. For the Warriors, it was Seth Heath leading the way. Unofficially, 3 carries for 56 yards. Hudson Peterson, 3 carries, 47 yards. Heath with 2 touchdowns. Huddy with 1. Michael Williams, 1 carry, 35 yards. Carter McKenzie, 3 carries, 33 yards. Williams did have the touchdown.
Yep, McKenzie could have had one, again, in the show of mutual respect to upperclassmen.
Gave it up to Micah King, who had 1 carry for 2 yards. The touchdown that McKenzie could have had goes to Micah. Good job there. Riken Orrell, a carry from 28 yards out for a touchdown. Zach Olson, 2 carries, 10 yards, a touchdown. Rukin Robbins, 3 carries, 8 yards. And Ash Kaiser, 1 carry for 5 yards. Logan Calhoun, 6 carries for 4 yards. A lot of those were kneel downs.
Uh-huh. Yeah, don't let some stats fool you here tonight. Clearly, like I said, like we could both say, I mean, the dominance in the first quarter allowed the Warriors to back way off on the second quarter and just, try to end this thing here at halftime and as quick as they could and in the most respectable way possible.
Hunter Brewer, 5 carries for 13 yards rushing. Passing, Brewer was 0 for 1 on the halfback pass. Braden Porthunder was 4 of 7, actually, tonight. And for no yards, officially, is how that will break down unofficially. Defensively, leading the way, it was going to be for the Lakota Tech team. Hunter Brewer, you mentioned it early. He was going to be. He was carrying the weight of that team for the Tatanka. Defensively for the Warriors, the thing that you're going to look at here. Charlie Corkle with an interception. Carter McKenzie with an interception. Defensively tackling. Brennan Bolander with 2, Rukin Robbins with 2, Jackson Day with 2 to lead the way as the Warriors win 64-0. So let's go ahead and just take a look at what this was and what is to come and why it was the way it was tonight.
Yeah, I mean, much improved performances in all aspects of the Warriors game, which is what the coaching staff needed to see. After some games this season, we haven't seen that. I mentioned we hadn't seen a complete game. In technical terms, we haven't seen a complete game yet because this one ended at halftime, but you'll know what I mean. Defense was definitely there tonight. They haven't failed too much along the way, but they were definitely there tonight, just suffocating quite literally. And then offensively, of course, a lot of big plays, a lot of 1-2 play drives here for the Warriors. No punts, tonight, and then even special teams. Like I said, we saw 3 different kickers for the Warriors, just kind of testing some things out, getting some opportunities. And they didn't give up anything big there, and even recovered a couple kickoffs. So yeah, really just in all aspects of the game, more of what a traditional Warrior win should look like, and they definitely did everything they needed to do here tonight.
Don't know if Winter is the first team in the books tonight. Let's go ahead and check some of the scores from around.
Yeah, it's not often a game gets done at 7 o'clock, Jody.
Yeah.
Normally that's start time. So
that's start time. Let's see if any games are starting up. The big one tonight in 11B, Clark Willow Lake hosting the Beaubridge Pollock Tigers. That one will determine probably, well, if you get a second round home game, both teams will probably end up securing a first round home game in the 11B playoff tournament. We're both grabbing SD scores as we.
Were you going to talk about the Beaubridge Pollock game a little bit, or is that kind of a moot point? Or
no,
I thought you were going to get to that at some point, maybe.
No, well, let's just take a look. Beaubridge last week with the scare, they nearly lose to a Lee Deadwood team that hasn't won a game in years, and their star running back was out. And then I know 2 offensive linemen were hurt, including their best. One of the men that was replacing one of their linemen got hurt in the game, so they ended the game with a center who had never played center before. And I said, are we talking about Beaubridge Pollock, or are we talking about the Minnesota Vikings? That's a team that's healthy, though, tonight. They're still missing one player, but Saxon, he is a beast. He's a modern-day high school Earl Campbell, and he is back and will be back for Beaubridge. They already lead Clark Willow Lake 6-0 in that game, kind of leading up to it. McCook Central Montrose over Baltic 6-0, the end of 1. Elk Point Jefferson halfway through the first, leading 8-0 over Flandreau. And Sioux Falls Christian halfway through the first. Bridgewater Emory Ethan taking on a monster out there.
Number 1 in Class A.
Not the same Bridgewater Emory team that has played them in the past. They actually played for a state championship back in 18 or 19. I think it was 18. And Rapid City Christian out quick on Lee Deadwood 13-0. And Mount Vernon, Plankington, Miller Highmore Herald just getting started. Sioux Valley and Beersford just getting started. And Elk Point scores here in the time it took us to say all those scores. So they're up 16-0. Other early games that are winding down already. 42-0 Brandon Valley with 5 minutes left in the second. Number 1 in Class AAA over AA Mitchell. That's a war. Some good games going on around the state. Pierre leading Sturgis, who upset previously top-ranked Yankton last week out in Sturgis. So
dropping down to 9B, there's an official just because of a forfeit. Britland Heckla picks up the win over Wilmot.
Mm-hmm. So we do have the first recorded game played final, 64-0, and everybody else just kicked off 20 minutes ago. So we feel good. We're going home. We're going to wrap things up tonight. We'll be back next weekend for Chamberlain versus Winter. Chamberlain, are they playing tonight? I think they have the week off. No, they are up.
They got a tough draw.
They are playing Woonsocket, Wessington Springs, Sanborn Central. You can go to Wessington Springs YouTube page if you want to watch that. I think that'll be a closer game
One
than
of
you
three
think.
remaining undefeated in the class.
Yeah.
Number 3 seeded, the Bucks.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to wrap up here tonight. We've tried to take this as long as we can. We know you probably have all checked out on us for Langston Dutt, Levi Heenan, huh? Big Cat, Gerald Tibrick, and myself, Weston, also Foster. We're going to wrap up tonight. You've watched and listened to Winter Warriors Live. It's been a tough one for everybody but Winter. They roll 64-0 tonight here at Warrior Field. Good night.